will be my third strike. My career. I don't know if I'll be allowed to practice medicine again.
Well, you should have given that some thought before you jeopardized a man's life.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons. So, let's get to some of the serious stuff, man. I was talking about Dr. Archer and Margot's little date earlier in the episode. I thought it was pretty funny, but Mr. Archer got in his bag here with Dr. Zola. So yeah, we're gonna talk about Dr. Zola in this video. Good to see Dr. Zola. She wasn't on the episode last week, but this episode is more about her this week and her continuing to screw up things. And man, oh man, did Archer snap on her, bro. So after the case was done, where they did the whole routine with the lungs on one of the patients, man, it was first of all that was kind of nasty. So they were going to remove a man's lungs while he was still alive. So that was gross, bro. But yeah, it ended up going well, but it was still, Dr. Zola had, I think it was a HLA that she ran tests on him for, and she ran it without, I think, anybody's permission, and she ran it, and that's how she already knew the guy was a match for the donor in the episode. So, she did see the whole thing with. This is the thing though, okay, about Dr. Zola Ahmad. So let me continue before I get my thoughts. So towards the end of the video, that's where Crockett gave. He kind of confronted Zola a little later in the episode. In one of these shops, I believe, and he gave her the reports, the paper reports on the HLA test, right? And then he confronted her about going against protocol again, and she continues to do this, and that's why Archer snapped on her earlier. But what was interesting was that Archer also snapped on Crockett because he was supposed to be her supervisor, and he allowed her to do this. And so it's going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see the way this is going to go. But he told her the protocol, and he made her repeat it to him in order that she wait and be attempted to take Leo to the transplant room, man. So, but Zola ignored protocol and refused to wait the 24 hours because, because the thing about Zola is she has a lack of patience, right? That's been the whole thing with her, is that she's got a lack of patience. She gets things done before they should get done. But this is what I wanted to say. And it seems like Crockett has been very patient with Zola, right? He's starting to get himself in trouble for Zola, right? Zola probably would have been fired a long time ago if it wasn't for Marcel, right? And here's the thing. I feel like Zola is doing the right thing. I think the problem is she goes against protocol. And she is someone who doesn't want to listen, right? She doesn't want to listen to authorities. And that's where it's this field that she's in. Is it going to be right for her? Maybe, I know she don't got the money right now, but she might need to be in a private practice type situation where she doesn't have to deal with so many rules. Now I know some of this stuff is legal stuff, so I don't know how, I'm not a doctor, I don't pretend to be one, so I don't know what they got to deal with even in a private practice, but she might have to move on to something that's a little less stern or whatever, because I don't know if the whole listen to authority thing is ever going to work, because she's a free spirit, and she definitely does not want to listen, bro. And that's been a struggle this season. It's crazy because between the two, Ripley and Zola, we've definitely seen Ripley kind of change, right, as the course of the season is going along. Whereas with Zola, you haven't really seen that change in Zola. Zola has not adapted to following the rules at all. even Archer gave her that like 8-week course that he gave her. It don't seem like she has even taken that seriously. You know what I mean? So it's I don't know. Like, this is different from what they usually do on Med. So this is definitely interesting going forward with her, because she's like a cat with 9 lives. Like, I think one of y'all said that in my comment section a couple of weeks ago, man. She's like a cat with 9 lives, bro. She, like I said, anywhere else she would have been fired already. She seems to just survive under these conditions, man. But give me y'all thoughts on Dr. Zola Ahmad through this point. I don't care what anybody says. I think she's a good doctor. I really do. I think she's actually a really good doctor. I think she cares for her patients. I think the difference between her and the other doctors is that she's not patient, and she wants to do things her way. And so far, when she's done things her way, it ain't like it's really killed the patients. Like, so it ain't really like she's been committing like malpractice up in there. So I don't really feel like. I think maybe they need to adjust their rules to what Zola does, because Zola's been an amazing doctor so far. And I think that's one of the reasons why Crockett hasn't wanted to let her go either, because he sees the potential that she has. She's still like a young doctor, right? And I just think that maybe there's just so many things that, I don't know. It's more of a fit with her being in compliance with everything more than it is her being a good doctor. Like, like they're two totally separate things with her on that. But give me your thoughts on this, man. I thought it was a very interesting episode with her, man. A lot of good stuff going on. Give this video a like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching this one after news to like. We're about to talk about Dr. Charles next. Going to be a good one.